Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to Nightbird Tarot. This is Brooke, and welcome to your July mid-monthlies with me. Please watch for your sun, your rising, as well as your moon sign in this video. I apologize for not getting out your July general tarot forecast, but I'm here for your mid-monthlies. So thanks for joining me. Please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I know there are a ton of readers on YouTube now, but I'm a tarot diva, so you never know what you're going to get with me each month. So subscribe, hit that bell button, give it a try, give it a whirl, give it a twirl. You know the drill. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to be doing a 5-card reading for your mid-monthlies. I've already pre-shuffled, and I'm using Witch's Tarot, which was published by Llewellyn in 1973 or 4. It's not the original deck, but I've had it for a very, very long time. Anyway, let's get started. I'm interested to see what's up for Sagittarius because the readings for all the signs that I've performed for have been jammed-packed, full of information. Okay, so we have an ace. Interesting. All right, so let's see, Sagittarius. The bottom of the deck, ooh, we have another ace, which is the Ace of Cups. So, when the reader reads from the bottom of the deck, it's very essential because it's the creamy nougat or the essence of a reading. The Ace of Cups, very applicable to the season of summer, very applicable to new beginnings, new cycles. This is brand new relationships. This is new emotions. This is reigniting of emotions in existing relationships. This card can also signify a cycle of new emotion. This also can be an upswing in your sex lives as well. The Ace of Cups is a beautiful card. So I'm glad to see this, and you have 2 aces in your reading, which is even more fabulous, but I'll get to that in a second. So the Ace of Cups. So there's something very much happening for Sagittarius, perhaps in your love lives, perhaps in relationships, or just a total brand new beginning or brand new cycle of freedom, of new starts, of new cycles, of beginning over, and it's bringing you much joy and much happiness. So I'm glad to see that for Sagittarius. That's pretty awesome. So let's get to the theme, or your atmospheric element position, as I like to call it. And we see the Lovers card. So the Lovers, to me, is not only about passionate love, passionate relationships. This card is very much a crossroads. It's about choices. It's about trial involved. Very much a crossroads. Many of you that are watching may be at a crossroads in your lives when it comes to relationships, when it comes to perhaps deciding upon a certain person. This also could be very much applicable to a certain path, a life path in your life as well. The Lovers card is associated with the zodiac sign of Gemini. Now, I don't apply zodiac signs to the major arcana. That's not what I've studied. Many readers do. So if Gemini shows up for you in your life in this reading, it may apply to you. But it's very much about a crossroads or a choice of some kind. Now, moving forward to your most recent past energies, we see the 6 of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles has appeared for a few other signs as well in different positions. This is coming on the most recent past. You've had help to get to where you are now. You've had much generosity. You've had a lot of giving, perhaps financially. There's been opportunities for Sagittarius coming out of the most recent past to begin again or to reach this crossroads in your life. So this is a great validator to Sagittarius of charity, generosity, giving, Or now perhaps you're wanting to give back. You're wanting to give back perhaps for a certain situation, especially in the last 6 months, where you've really overcome some kind of hurdle. And now you're wanting to give back. That could be very reflective for Sagittarius. In the present energies, we see the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is a very transformative card, indicative of total brand new transformation. This is also a great card of truth seeking or truth telling. It's a card of victory. It's a card of courage. It's also one where there's a great breakthrough happening. So very much for Sagittarius, marking the month of July may be where the brand new beginnings or the brand new starts have come in. And many of you may be on a brand new journey of self-discovery or rediscovering yourself or rediscovering the next phase of your lives as well. The challenge for Sagittarius is the Seven of Swords. The challenge is being able to decipher trust and being able to decipher now rebuilding of trust when it comes to new relationships if you're starting over, new environments if you're starting over. Whatever it is, Sagittarius, that now you have formally known, the challenge for you mid-month July to the end of the month is very much about the dynamics of not having to look over your shoulder anymore, not having to be a bit nervous anymore, not having to question other people's motives anymore. Because I think many of you may have been accustomed to that and trusting in what the person is saying. Whether this is in relationships, friendships, work relationships, family, being able to trust again is the challenge. Not everybody is a bad guy. Not everybody is going to treat you like you've been treated. Okay? So this can run the gamut because it is a general reading. With the potential outcome, we see the Moon card. Especially the next month, and I know the Moon card's tied to the zodiac sign of Cancer. Fluctuating moods. Also, things going on at night. So, just be aware, if you live on your own per se, and you're walking to your apartment or your house, and it's dark, make sure you're aware of your surroundings. Make sure you check your locks on your car door at night or your front door and make sure it's dead bolted or whatever precautions you need to take. That's what I'm getting. This card can often indicate theft and it can often indicate deception, but it's very much about things happening at night and very much about fluctuating moods. Well, no kidding, Sagittarius. You've gone through a lot. You have managed the ability to overcome great strides. So this crossroads is very telling, as well as the new emotions. You may be all over the place in terms of how you react to things differently now, and you may be noticing that about yourself as well. So very much relationships, birth of new ideas, birth of new emotions, even forming or making new relationships. Very much about this as well. And don't hinder yourself or take yourself back in terms of success or wishing things would be quick in terms of success. You have made great strides. The Seven of Pentacles is very much taking a pause and looking at how far you've come. And you've come a long way. Here we have the Eight of Cups. You definitely have walked out of something that was no longer beneficial to you emotionally. It was a final exit for many, and it's very much still a healing path or a healing journey for many. When the Queen of Swords shows up, she could be applicable to an actual person, air sign female. This could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but her qualities can be very applicable to male and female because she is traditionally known as the divorcee, the divorced woman, the divorced man, the widow in the deck. She has faced hard times. She knows how to handle herself in traumatic situations because she has gone through it. And because of this, now you don't mince words. You're very sharp sometimes with your tongue. You're very quick-witted and often maybe a little bit sarcastic because of things that you've been through. So the Queen has shown up. This also could possibly be somebody that you're close to. The Two of Swords comes in. Don't try to hide and pretend what you've been or what you have achieved. And also don't be in denial or be modest about the successes that you've had and how far you have come in your lives, because it's very much indicating that. And then we see the Six of Wands, victory, success. Other people are recognizing this for you. So Sagittarius, very empowering reading. Many of you may still be at a crossroads. Many of you may still be facing certain choices or dilemmas. Just be aware of your surroundings and also be aware that it's okay to trust. It's okay to trust. You don't have to look over your shoulder all the time and be nervous and be paranoid. But also at the same time, going through major life situations or turnabouts can very much have great emotion tied with it, where you may find yourself happy one minute, crying the next, in disbelief. So just be aware of your emotions and just be aware of the great strides that you've made. So good luck to you, Sagittarius. Keep me posted. If you'd like to book a private reading, check out my website. Also check out my social media. Much peace and many blessings, and I'll speak to you soon.